Good afternoon, good morning, welcome to the first live show of a brand new week here on Crafters TV, where we're going to kickstart with an incredible launch. And I'm going to tell you it's an incredible launch because one, you're already buying it. Two, yesterday I had it down at Hobby Maker and you guys absolutely loved and adored it. So I know for those of you that are waiting to get it from us, well, now's your opportunity. It is our brand new stepper dies. Before we delve in to the brand new launch, what I do want to let you know is our outlet sale across on our website. Some brand new lines have been added. So make sure when you're across on crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au, have a little look, have a little peruse, because if you have already had a look, then letting you know we've got some brand new lines added as of today. So have another little look, take advantage of the Club Inspire. Now, when it comes to the website, that's exactly where you're going to be finding the brand new launch. Now, when you go onto the website as well, have a look at Shop the Day. You're going to find everything that we're going to be looking at from throughout today. However, for this 2 hours, it is solely about this brand new launch. Now, this is the brand new launch of our stepper dies. Already, loads of you are coming in. We've got Rachel is on the social. Tamara's in saying, good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to get my hands on these new dies. Sarah Brown is saying, hello, hello, my crafty friends. Special hello and hugs to all the CCTV crew, especially my two absolutely favourites. That's Craig and Miss Giggle. That is Debbie, of course. We'll say hi to Debbie in a second. We've also got Shadia's in saying good morning. Terry's in. Lois is in. Emma is in. So many more of you are in. I want to get that in thick and fast to let you guys know these are going quick. Now, before we delve in to, of course, this whole collection, how much it's going to be and what you're going to get, let's have a look. Let's have a say hi to Miss Giggles herself. We're here together all week today. And yeah, this is going to be a cracking one, Debbie.
It is going to be a cracking one. Yes, we're going to be stepping into these amazing dies because they are beautiful. Just over a week ago, Craig, I did a first look of these and people were literally saying, I didn't think I needed them.
No,
and now I've seen them, so we know that you've been waiting to buy them. And you have already been buying them in the droves because they are fast heading out the door. And I'm not surprised because they are truly, truly beautiful. And I think you're going to love them. We're going to come back in just a second, look at some samples, and we're going to get straight into our first demo.
We absolutely are, Debbie. Yeah, we're going to have a look, and as Debbie says, we're going to go straight back. These are our brand new stepper dies. These are our metal dies. Now, it says 7-piece. That's because you've got 7 individual concept stepper dies, but you've got loads of dies included. Now, when it comes to this, it's 65 dies in total. Now, I know Debbie will go through it all. For those that need to know, the main worker die, you do need a large die cut machine, an A4 one. All the other ones, you can use a smaller machine like a MIDI, again, or a junior. Debbie will go through that as well. But I know that's always the question that seemed to be asked over the last couple of days. Now, when it comes to the brand new launch, you would have been £244 for you guys stateside, $279. But not today. This is a brand new launch. You are saving over 40% on the brand new launch. When do we do over 40% on a brand new launch? Well, we're doing it here. £140 or $160. You see it underneath there, saving over 40%. But you guys that are platinum, £112 or $128. Do you know what? If you've not joined Club Inspire yet, get on the website, join, 20% off your first order, which means you'll get this for £112 or $128. Add some other things because it's 20% off your basket when it comes to checkout. But what is it that you're going to be getting? It's all of these. So this is the Showstopper. There is a couple of other options that we'll talk you through later on within the show. You'll find them on the website. You guys already shopping are going for the Showstopper. The Showstopper is giving you the triple stepper card. Now, I'm going to show you the dies in the black and white form, but what we will do is you'll see them in action in a moment with Debbie when we go straight to her. But look at all of the dies that you're getting there. All of these dies giving you the mats, giving you the layers for you to then decorate. That is your triple stepper card die. You're getting your Deco Center stepper. Now, this is then going to give you that theatrical look, that diorama look, mats and layers, but then you can do shakers, you can do the frameworks if you want. Then we're going to go on to a scalloped stepper rocker card. Now, when you think of all of these ones that I'm way to show you, and even that one there, the layers that you've got, how would you start to measure it? How would you start to then, of course, construct it? You don't need to worry. The dies are doing it for you because you've got the mats and the layers. Then we've got what is actually my favourite, whether we should have favourites or not, but I'm going to tell you. The Grand Centre Stepper card. That one is my favourite. That one really showcases where would you ever know how and where to start when it comes to creating the layers for things along the base of the stepper dies. You don't need to worry about the thinking, the measuring, your drawing. We know the template library is out there for those that love to do the drawing and that, but not everyone does. This does it here. Plus, this makes bigger cards when it comes to the concept. Then we're going to be giving you your centre stepper card. So that one's giving you more of that simplistic kind of look when it comes to the layers that you've got. Then we're also going to be giving you, we've still got 2 more to go, we're giving you the opulent side stepper card. Now these ones, a couple of them in actual fact, are going to work on the front and the back because they're symmetrical, but you've got all the mats and layers. As always, all the layering is cut, all the layering is scored, and then you've got your double-sided stepper card. Now when it comes to that brand new launch with the over 40% saving, it actually works out that you're going to be getting one of them for free. So essentially you're paying for 6 and you're going to be getting the 7th one for free. As I said, when it comes to this whole collection, the Showstopper, it's the Showstopper that you've all been going for so far, even before we went live. Whole lot, £140, $160. That's your saving of over 40%. Platinum comes down to £112 or $128. That are there for you guys, Central Europe and .eu. Go to your website, have a look, get them into your basket, check them out, because they're flying. Absolutely flying, Debbie, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. And do you know what it is, Craig? It's because you spoke, we listened, because we have the template library where we do lots of different templates and concept cards. And lots of people ask, why can't we have a die form in some of those concept cards? And Leanne and the team thought, do you know what? Why not? Let's put those dies into those packaging. And you get so much metal for your money with these. These are the sorts of things that you can have. The inspiration of these are incredible. I absolutely love this one. I just think it's a really pretty design. We're going to be making that through the next couple of hours. I love all of them, if I'm honest, Craig. I think everyone has a very special bit. Let's see, they're saying, Debbie, I do have a favourite.
Oh, there you go, Nicola.
I do have a favourite, I know. I do love them all, and every time I've used the next one, I'm like, oh, I really like that one. I love this one. I like the simplicity of that. I think it's really, really cute, really nice one. But I love a rocker card. So I just love anything that moves, anything that has that kinetic ability. It's just a beautiful one. I like the scallops at the bottom there. It's just so lovely. Love that one. What I love more than anything else, Craig, is that you can use whatever you've got in your stash with them.
Yeah.
I mean, how perfect is that one? It's absolutely beautiful. This one hasn't got a lot on it, but look how gorgeous that card is. Literally using some of your pretty papers, little sentiment in the middle, and you've got a card. It's just beautiful. You could be batch making these, cutting loads of different ones out, and then just have them ready to go when you're ready to start with them. Now, I do love this one. It is my favourite, so I thought, let's start with this.
Okay.
I also think this is the sort of, I'll say easiest one, but they're all easy. But I think this one's, it's really super easy to do. So we're just going to take that main worker die. Every single one of them has that outside line, which is your worker die, and then you've got all your mats and layers that go with them as well. So to start with, we're going to be using that on just a piece. I've just got a piece of sort of lemon centura there, and we're just going to pop that over the top, and we're going to run that through. I am, just for safekeeping, going to take some low-tack tape and just tape a little bit down, just to make sure that doesn't move in my machine. Like Craig was just saying, you do need an A4 die cutting machine to make sure that it goes through. And I think, as I'm hearing, Craig, there's a good offer on the Gemini here.
We do. So yeah, if you're in the market or you've been thinking, you've been humming and hawing about it, then you can get the G2 die cut machine. Details at the bottom of your screen. You can see that you've got that today's price, $199.99, or for you guys stateside, $299.99. It's still our best ever price that we've done.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think if you can stretch to a Gemini, you wouldn't look back, that's for sure. Right, so you can see in one pass through the machine, everything is cut out. So everything, including your score lines and your cut lines, are all done for you. So your actual main card base is incredibly easy to do. Now, all you're going to do is follow your mountain and valley lines.
Okay.
So they all work the same. The lines in the middle are always going to be your mountain fold. So we're going to fold that one up first. So that one will just fold into place. And these are all mountain folds first. So we literally just fold that in. I'm not folding them completely. All I'm going to do is get myself that straight line.
Okay.
If you wanted to, Craig, you could put, you could reinforce your lines. So you could get your scoreboard and reinforce the lines, but actually a little bit of wiggling will put them into place, no problem whatsoever. So we've got our mountain, valley, then we've got a mountain fold again, and then a valley fold, and then a mountain. And they will all just lock into place. So bring them all in, pop that down, and oh, there we go. Pop that down. Now, what I would say with all of them, when you get to this stage, don't just push down. Make sure it lines up to that bottom, because you've got then your edges. Can you see it's all lined up there then? Once you've got that lined up, then just give it a little push down, and then using your scoring tool, you just want to burnish those in place. And that way you get a nice crisp edge. Then turn it over and doing the same on the other side. And then all I like to do is on this inside bit where these pieces are, because there's, like you can see, it's slightly smaller, I just go inside with my scoring tool and burnish them down. Now the reason I do that is if you did it on the outside edge, if I was to do it here, I would then score that line.
Right enough,
it would sort of burnish through into it. And that is your first card made. How quickly is that? But
So
that's
smart.
not where it stops, because then you just choose what you want to use, and this is where you can then bring in everything you've got in your stash. So let's bring back in our dies, and I've got, you know how I love these papers, the Neon Dreams, one of my absolute favourites. In fact, Craig, I'm getting to the stage, I need to order another pad.
Whoa, you've been using it that much?
When this first came out, I didn't think I would use it as much as I have, and I've been using it on everything, like everything. It just seems to work with whatever I want it to work with. I feel like it's my colours. It's just amazing. Absolutely love that one.
Debbie,
Yes.
Neon Dreams, you might find it on a 3 for 2.
Oh, phew. Do you know what, Craig? I thought you were just going to tell me it was out of stock.
Oh, it was out of stock. No, it's even better than that. Even
better than that. 3 for 2. Oh, I like that idea. I might have to get 3 of them. I do absolutely love it. Right, so we've got all these different ones. Now, I'm only going to use 2 of mine. So this is the great thing. You don't have to use all of them. You've got 3 if you want to. These are all nesting dies. So these will all nest inside each other. So amazing ones. In fact, you've got a large fairy. Look at that. You've got a toadstool there, haven't you, as well? You've got a mushroom.
Super Mario.
So let's use the 2. I don't need the smaller one. And then all I'm going to do is take my little pieces here, and we're going to cut those as well.
Or if you're a fan of reality shows, it's like the buzzer on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, yes,
You
it
press
is like
down.
the buzzer.
There
Yes, it absolutely is the big red buzzer. Love that.
Or that's the golden buzzer there.
Oh, I've got
You've got a golden buzzer.
Yes, got a golden buzzer.
I would
Love
always press my golden buzzer for you, Debbie.
that. Thank you, Craig. I would always press mine for you as well.
Thanks.
Right, let's use low-tack tape. I put it safely. There it is. Let's just take those ones down.
And for me, Debbie, with all of these dies, it's great that the main die does the die cutting of the concept, but for me, it's the matten layers. It's the matten layers that you're getting. You're not having to think about it and draw them and cut them. You can do that if you want to. I know there's templates out there that we've done, but this, for me, I just adore them.
Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? So amazing. And actually for you as well, because you quite like a straightforward card, don't you, Craig? So I know that about you. So concept cards, it's not something you go for all the time, unless you're doing your template library and that. So, but these dies make you just want to keep making them, don't they?
And I'm going to tell you, when we get to a point that these do sell out, I'm telling you, you're going to see me, probably Debbie and the 2 Debbies, using them time and time again. So keeping that in mind.
This is what I love, Craig. You've absolutely hit the nail on the head there, because when we're doing prep, I feel like now I can just use these all the time, and it'll be amazing. So yeah, which would be great. Right, let's take all those little pieces out, like so. These pieces are your little sort of shoulders, if you like, to your card. So we're just going to pop those out. That one. So we've got our 4 pieces. And it's all these pieces that are shaped so beautifully, and some of them have the most amazing shapes on them, and it's something different. You couldn't do that by hand, could you, Craig?
No. And I have a lot of patience, but even I wouldn't even attempt to even work it and construct it.
Yeah, definitely not. Right, so let's pop our card together. So we've got our card here. Let's just lay that flat again, and then we've got our 2 pieces. And all I'm going to do is using my tape pen. So we're just going to go around here and just use all of that around there. Pop that over the top. You could gut out the centre if you wanted to, but I'm just going to layer mine on top.
So I know one of the main questions that's coming through, and I will feed it to Debbie just now. She might have a look afterwards, but it's the size of each of them once they've been constructed and folded into their actual size, the size of envelope that you need.
Does it say? So I think it says. Oh no,
I can actually answer that for you.
Oh, well, there you go, Craig. I'll let you answer that.
Every one of them, Debbie, folds down to exactly 5 by 7.
Oh.
So your envelopes, most of you, your envelopes 5 by 7 will be just a little bit bigger to take into account the card blanks.
Amazing.
So there you go, because I double checked that yesterday myself. Every one of them, they're exactly 5 by 7 when they're folded.
Oh, that's really helpful.
So there you go.
Yeah, and that's really good to know, because at least you know then what envelopes you need.
And not big envelopes either.
No. That's really cool that they've put them all to that one size.
It's a great idea, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't even realise that till I measured each of them myself.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Which makes them then super handy. You could be making these card blanks, decorating them and selling them as well, which would be amazing.
You could.
So as long as you're making something out of them, people will love them. I've lost me. Oh, there it is. Knew I had the 4th one.
And obviously you're using cardstock there, so, you know, Jeffrey's asking here, so far you don't seem to be using a metal plate, Debbie, to cut these out.
I haven't used a metal plate to cut any, and if I'm honest, Craig, if you was to use a different weight of cardstock, now I've used Centura Pearl. Centura Pearl is 300 GSM with a 10 GSM coating on it, which is probably the thickest cardstock that we do, and glitter cardstock as well. Same GSM, but obviously you would need to cut through that sort of almost plastic layer in the glitter. But if you wish to use a lower weight, and I have used a lower weight, I think, I'm not sure if I've got any in this demo, but if you was to use, like, say, one of your 240, I think our general cardstock comes in our paper pads, you would probably not need your magnetic shim. No. It would cut through without using even your magnetic shim in there. So yeah, they're really, really good dies that cut perfectly. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is I've just took some of my nesting dies and I've just created a little circle here. Now, the circle is literally just for decoration. So I've cut sort of 2 circles out here. I'm just going to use my dotty tape pen all the way down here, and we're just going to place that into the middle, because I thought this looked like a really fun card. So I was thinking, what have I got in my stash that we could use that's fun? And then I was thinking, I know what we could use. We could use our animals with attitude.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously I love my giraffes. Giraffes are my favourite animals. In fact, I'm very jealous. I didn't realise, I booked a week off last week, Craig, and didn't realise it was half term this week. And the grandkids are off. They're going to the zoo today.
Oh,
I know. What? So anyway, I've already just cut out these and coloured them in. My
this
giraffes.
Is your trip to the zoo?
This is my trip to the zoo, yes, that's it. I told my Ruby to say hello to the giraffes for me. And then all we're going to do
Plenty
is
animals
literally...
in this place.
You what, sorry?
Plenty of animals in this place.
Absolutely. So we're just going to pop one on here like so. And in fact, let's just grab some foam pads. So out of there, let's pop them on to here. I just need to trim those ones down a little bit, just to fit in the neck piece. Oh, that is a long one. I didn't think they were long. And then let's put one on his head. Oh, no, we don't want one on his head. The reason being, because he's going to just slightly come off the top. So just want to make, yeah, so we're okay there. So let's just cut a little bit off there.
I see where you've got, it's like Noah's Ark, isn't it? Noah's Ark.
Yes, exactly. I thought, oh, it's got to have animals on there. And then I was thinking, oh, this would look really cool with giraffes. I do love the giraffes. So we're just going to pop that one going off there. Super cute. And then our next one. Love. Oh, talking about tongues, I know this is going a bit off piece and we're going to animals again, and you know me and animals.
Can I just say there, that's just come from Nicola saying, check out the blue tongue. Debbie just didn't randomly come out talking about tongues. Because
we went to the butcher's on Friday.
Oh.
And there was a tongue in the butcher's, and I'm not kidding you, it was at least the size of this mat, if not bigger, and it was huge. Can you guess what animal's tongue it was?
Cow.
How did you know that? See, I didn't know a cow had that big a tongue.
Yeah.
It was huge. I couldn't get over it. So I said to Al, now if it had been a giraffe's tongue, I would have known, because they have massive tongues, because I've fed giraffes before, because that's what, how do you know a giraffe has a tongue? So well, I've fed giraffes before and their tongues come out and curl and take it in. But I never knew that a cow had a tongue like that.
Interesting. There you go. Every day is a school day, Debbie, when it comes to tongues.
Every day is a school day, absolutely. It was a whopper.
22 minutes into our first live show.
Isn't it funny how things link?
It does, yeah.
So we're just going to pop our happy birthday there. I'm going to put my, we just want that just there so it shows our birthday design. And there we go.
God, Debbie,
look at that.
So
There's
smart.
our beautiful, cute, funky giraffe Noah's Ark.
That is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to give you a quick look at our boards once again. We are going to have to go to a break. We are that busy. We are so busy. We're going to have to go for a break. Now, when it comes to the Showstopper consists of all the dies, all 7 sets. Now, when it comes to that price, you're saving over 40% when it comes to the brand new launch today. Now, when it comes to that price, it comes to £140 or $160. That's where your saving of over 40% comes in. You've got your platinum price at £112 or $128. Now, when it comes to that combined price for the Showstopper, it works out that you're buying 6 and you're getting the 7th one for free. Now, that's what most of you are all going for, and I'm not surprised. If maybe you don't want the full collection, maybe you can't reach, you know, at the moment when it comes to money, we know there's lots going on in the world, you can't go for the full lot, which is absolutely fine, but you do want a couple, you can do that. You can choose any 2. So any 2 you can get for £50, or for you guys stateside, $60. So pick any 2, put any 2 into your basket, and you're going to get them for £50 or $60. You'll of course get your Club Inspire on top of that one as well. So you've got that multi-buy option if you want. So when it comes to all of them, at the moment we're kind of with the triple stepper card. That's the one that's in front for those of you that are just thinking maybe I just want the one or the multi-buy. That's the most popular one. In all, most of you are going for that Showstopper, which I'm not surprised. When you think about it, 2 for £50 or $60. If you were to choose 4, then of course there's your £100 mark, and then taking into account the Showstopper. The options there, we'll like to give you guys options at home. Showstopper, or of course you've got that multi-buy option. But just quickly, let's have a look at our triple stepper card. So it's 7 die sets, but it's 65 dies in total. Imagine, where would you begin with the mats and layers within that one there? The Deco Centre card. So then that one, that could be framework for your photos. You can of course do things such as shakers as well, and have the shakers within the front. You've then got your scallop stepper rocker card, and that's the one that Debbie just used there a moment ago. You've then also got your Grand Centre stepper card, so that's a personal favourite of mine. You're also then going to be getting your centre stepper card. you know, great generic matte and layer rectangle and square dies for you to be using at home, or if you've got other ones, why not start to incorporate them? The opulent side stepper card, that's in there. And then you're also going to be getting your double side stepper card. Now for me, that one is more like the Art Deco feel, great with the Roaring 20s. But as Debbie was saying, Sarah's Signature, Nature Garden, Crafter's Companion, our friends at Hunky Dory, imagine all of those cardstocks, toppers that you could be using, or of course creating your own backgrounds. It's, well, it's your imagination. Let it run wild when it comes to the brand new launch. What we're going to do is, we're going to come back in a moment, we're going to go straight back to Debbie to do a demonstration, because that's what you're loving, but we're going to give you the opportunity. Please check out your baskets. It's not yours until you've checked them out. They're so busy, you know, check them out. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Here's, well, getting to know Debbie Swan.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the soft craft expert for Crafter's Companion. I've always crafted. I think because my parents worked at Shepperton Studios, I grew up at Shepperton. They were always working, so my holidays and my weekends and my evenings were spent at the studio. And I just sort of sit around with the other artists, and they'd give me a bit of clay to play with or some brick. So I was always making things, and there were a couple of around the same sort of age, and we just used to make clothes for our Cindy dolls. I'm flighty with my crafts. I want to try everything, so I go all out and I decide tomorrow I'm going to be doing candle making, and I buy all the stuff and I make candles, and then I lose interest and I move on to the next thing. I want to be able to have a little go at all sorts of crafts, and I've always been like that ever since I was a small child, so I think I can turn my hand and give any. My craft inspiration, I think, a lot of that comes from the internet, looking online, being able to watch sort of artists producing bits and pieces, as well as sort of general crafters. But a lot of my inspiration came from sort of my mum and my mum's friends, which were all sort of great designers and people that created all sorts of different things. The Crafters TV audience have been so kind to me. So when I first started, and I've not been here a huge amount of time, and I've done a little bit presenting, I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in, you know, we see the same people, we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made when they've been inspired by the shows. I think that's great. My biggest achievement, I put it on social media, I said, I'm more proud of this than I was when I had my children. It was when I won a Demo of the Week. I was just absolutely gobsmacked that I'd won Demo of the Week. I don't often win Demo of the Day, so to win Demo of the Week, I was really, really super excited. Oh God, I can't give you the gossip because I've promised that I wouldn't give any of the gossip away, but it is. Lots of us stay overnight in a house here, which is brilliant because we all get to know each other on a real personal kind of level rather than just colleagues. So it's a really great atmosphere, and there's so much to learn from all of these people that I work with. So I feel really quite blessed to be part of this, and it is a happy family, I have to be honest.
That was, of course, Becky Swan, not Debbie Swan, like you maybe have heard me say just as we were to go live. But apparently a lot of people do kind of call her Debbie anyway, because I know her sister's called Debbie, apparently, so that's maybe where it is as well. But yes, welcome back to, of course, our epic launch. Honestly, guys, this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised in the slightest. You guys are absolutely loving it. The comments have gone crazy, but what we're going to do is we're going to go straight back to Debbie. We're going to look at them once again. Then when we come back to me, we'll go through all of your comments. But for those of you that have already checked out your baskets, well done. You're going to have an absolute blast getting creative with these, aren't they, Debbie? Oh,
absolutely. These are going to be the dies that you're not going to stop using for many, many years to come. I think whenever you need some inspiration, whenever you just want to make something that's a little bit different, these are going to be the cards that you go to. And do you know what else about these, Craig, that are brilliant? Do you know when you get some concept cards, when you send them to people, you're not quite sure what to do with them or how to put them? These come as they are. So they're literally, they are what they are. If you do need somewhere to put something, if you don't feel like the inside's big enough, you can always put your message on the back, but they are a beautiful shape. Now, I'm going to use this one because I absolutely love it. I think it's a little bit different. It's called our triple stepper card because it has these steppers in the middle section. But what I also love about this, Craig, and I know you will too, is you get all these different mats and layers in your little square dies as well. These are going to be coming in so useful for all your card making, which are amazing. So we're going to pop that to the side and show you how this one's cut. Now this one's very fancy. It's got a really beautiful fancy side edge. Again, you need to have your A4 cutting mat and your A4 card this is on. Now I'm just using our white white stamping card. And we're just going to place that on the top, and I'm literally using my plastic shim, my magnetic shim, and then my top plate. They're all stuck together. It's very static in these today, but they look quite new, so I think I've got some new plates here. So we're just going to pop that through our Gemini machine. Now they will fit through any other die cutting machine, so if you haven't got the Gemini, as long as it's A4, it will go through. But obviously the Gemini is just super special. Yes, and best ever price. We like it when it's on a good price, don't we? Everything's so static. So let's take those pieces off. And then I'm just going to use another piece of card. So let's take that one, and we're just going to show how our extra pieces cut here. Now I'm not going to use too many because I've already got them, but I just want to show you the beautiful shapes that these cut out. So I'm just going to use a couple of them just to show you, and then I'll show you what I've done with mine. So let's just pop them on like so, run those ones through. The simplicity of these, Craig, is amazing,
isn't it? That's so simplistic.
So simple.
So simplistic. And although we talk about, you know, cutting them with mats and layers with your cardstock and papers, but you could do your inky backgrounds, couldn't you? And then start to die cut those, and these can be your layers. Yeah, totally. I think I need an anti-static bag because everything, or unless something's sticky on here, must be something sticky on my plates because everything's sticking to them. All sticking. There is, look, there's all glue on there. I don't know what, I'll tell you what, let's just turn that over. Oh, there, it's sticky on there, look. You can hear the static, there's sticky on there. Who can we blame? Turn that one over, see if that makes any difference. Very static, I've never known plates to be so static. So let's just take those pieces. Well, I've been away in Birmingham for 5 days, so you can't blame me on this one. let's blame Ben. Blame Ben? Blame Ben, yeah. Ah, was he doing some cutting for Becky, I believe? Oh. Was he paper crafting? Oh, soft crafts. Right enough, because they had their soft crafts on Friday, didn't they? No, Becky does need, she glues everything. Not very often she sews. She does really, but she does a lot of gluing too. Only for demonstration purposes. She's an imposter. She's an imposter. Now again, Craig, now with this one, can you see it hasn't really scored, oh, with this way, that's why. You've got the line that goes down there, so that you could use as a score line. It's very hard to see, sorry, I've used white cardstock. But what you're going to do is, again, always this first line is going to be a mounting fold. So we're going to just bring that upwards and then the other one downwards. Like so, and then the next one you're going to do the same. So that one is, can you see it's a little bit further forward, and then you're going to come up with that one. So it's just a case of manipulating that card, bend it in. That one we're bending as well, and then these ones are going to go the opposite way. So we've got that valley. It's not a fountain at all, and that Could be
one.
A good new name.
So then when you fold that in, can you see how they all then just fold in? Like so. So all you're going to do is use your burnishing tool to go down, and that creates those 3 steppers that come out in there. So absolutely amazing. Now what I have done with these, so these are all your beautiful shapes that you got, which are just going to work so well. But I've decided I used, so this one here, you see I've used our mesmerising, so we've got the spring fairy on later on, but I've used the mesmerising glitter from the The Mermaid Dreams, thank you, Nicola, I couldn't get my words out. And just one of our stencils, I think it was the interlocking, so it's trio stencils that I've used there. Then I've used my 3 steps, so we've also done that on this one as well. So you don't need to see me doing them, you'll be able to go and look at tutorials, or you can follow my craft along later on, and we'll be showing you how to do all the stenciling. And then I've used that extra panel that we've got on the side here, so you can see that way. Look how beautiful it looks when you use your stencils through it.
So nice.
And then this last one at the side is that one there. So let's just bring them in. Oh, and then I've got my end piece just to marry up with those stencils. So let's bring this one back in, and then we'll start to mat and layer onto here. So this is going to go here. And again, you'd have to do so much measuring to get that shape. All this sort of scalloped edge here, it would just be a lot to do. But I love the fact that you can literally do it so quickly. And then I'm just using my tape pen just for quickness to go round. Pop that one into place.
And what you're doing here really does show, and again, it's going off the back of what I said a moment ago about using things other than your collections. You're probably predominantly going to be using your collections, but as you see here, bringing in all your stencils, bringing in your glitter paste, bringing in your Spring Fairy, or you know, your Mermaid Dreams, or any of your additional, you know, Spectrum Noir inks that you've got.
And what it shows, Craig, is that it doesn't matter what sort of crafter you are. If you're a stamper, use your stamps on these cards. If you're someone that loves your messy crafts and your, like what I'm doing here with your inks and your mesmerising glitters, use that on your panels as well. So much you can do. Embossing, if you're someone that loves embossing, use them on your embossing panels.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just lots and lots that you could be using. And obviously, we can't forget, we have just the most amazing lot of paper pads about. So you can use them on all of these to do your panels. Now I'm just doing these very lightly on the top because I don't want to rub them down until I've finished, and then I'm going to turn it over and then give that a good burnish on the back. That will make sure that all the glued panels will be exactly in place and they won't go anywhere. And then our last panel here.
I'm even thinking some of them, Debbie, have got like 3 mats and layers. So the 2 smallest one you can use on the foil press to give you a really nice, delicate foil outline. And then use
Mr.
that
Foil
third
Press
one.
gets it again. See, that's you. That's how it. And that's what I mean by it could be anybody's craft, whatever your craft is. Yeah, I love that idea, Craig. That's a brilliant idea. Yeah, I've never thought about that. Have you done that with your mats and layers before? I've not seen that done before.
Not with this collection, but I've done it with my nesting dies.
Yeah, that's very clever. I love that idea. But look at that. I mean, oh yeah, we're going to show it there. Look how beautiful that is now. So we've got all our panels done. And then all I've done here is, let me just bring these in. I've used Ashina's swallowtail butterflies. I love these bold butterflies. They're just amazing. So we've just used one of our butterflies, got a couple of little ones there, and butterfly wishes. So we're just going to pop them into place. Let me just grab those foam pads again.
And I think although they are, yes, they're concept, they've got a name and they serve a purpose, they're a good starter blank concept card. And we're going to keep referring back to everything else that you can start to use it with. Changing the colours, changing the themes.
Yeah, totally. So much.
She will, you're right, yeah. The craft along with these stepper dies. Debbie Robinson's going to be doing the craft along on the 29th of February, leap year, isn't it?
So I'm making sure I pop this where it can be seen when the card's shut, that it won't interfere with the fold lines you can see on there, okay? And then we're just going to put some little ones about. So I'm just going to trim these.
This is one of 7 out of them all.
I know, when you look at it like that, Craig, that you just get so much for your money, don't you, with these? It's a long time since I've seen a die set like this, such a comprehensive die set that really does.
I think the seagulls are getting excited about them as well. The seagulls are getting excited on the roof. They're a rocket. They're ready to check out.
They are having a riot out there.
But I have to agree exactly what you said earlier on, Debbie. Is a lot of you that watch us each day, no, I'm not a concept guy. You don't see me doing them a lot. And it's not because I don't have the patience or anything like that. It's about I like to get into the funness. And that's what this die set allows you to do, like you've done.
Look how beautiful that is. I just love that card. I think it's something very different, looks amazing, and you can just use it with whatever you've got in your stash.
Absolutely fab. You can be doing that. You can then, of course, put your own crafty take on it, and that's just one of the 7 die sets, 65 dies in total. It works out when it comes to that today's price of the Showstopper, £140 or $160. You're saving over 40% on a brand new launch. Only officially launched 40 minutes ago. When it comes, all right, okay, we're going to check it. We're getting there. We're getting
loud.
there. God, just don't poop on me, whatever you do. Certainly the pigeons and seagulls in Dundee, they'll certainly do that for you. But saving over, love you Dundee, saving over 40% on a brand new launch. Now, when it comes to these ones, the Showstopper, it consists of all of them. Now, it works out within that price that you're buying 6, you're getting 1 for free. So your double side stepper card. We do have a multi-buy option that we'll just talk you through in a second, but you've got your opulent side stepper card. We've got our centre stepper card. We've also got our grand centre stepper card. We're giving you the scalloped stepper rocker card. We're also going to be giving you the deco centre stepper. And then you're also then going to be getting the triple stepper card. That's all of the die sets that you've got when it comes to that Showstopper. Now, maybe you don't want all 7, maybe you can't quite reach the full 7, but you want to cherry pick a couple, then you can do that. You can get 2 for £50 or 2 for $60. If you were to get them individually, you would get 2 for $69.98 or $79.90. So that's what you would be if you were to buy them individually, but because we've got them on a 2 for £50 or 2 for $60, it means then that you're saving $19.98 or $19.90 on 2 of them. So you've got that option when it comes to 2. The full Showstopper saving over 40%, which is predominantly what most of you are going for today. But if you do just want to cherry pick 2 or 4, then of course, or 6, you've got that multi-buy option of 2 for £50 or $60. It's all there available for you guys, Central Europe as well. But go onto the website, shop the day, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com/or.eu. You're going to find them and everything else like what we're away to show you just in a moment. But let's quickly have a read through. So much love and excitement for this brand new launch today. We've got Crafty Stacey Lewis saying, hi all, cheeky day off, a long weekend. Crafted the whole time and I loved it. I know Crafty Stacey Lou has also said a little bit further down, or was a little bit further up, saying she absolutely loved seeing and being with Debbie Robinson at the weekend there. I'll come across that just shortly. Bleep, brought a dog. What a great way. Actually, yeah, I did see a picture. It was great for those that did go to the store at the weekend and see Debbie. I know so many of you had an absolute blast. We've also got Lois regarding the sizes earlier on. Thank you for answering that question. Our Rachel that's on the socials is saying Teddy would have loved that original card, that first card that Debbie done with the rocker, with the animals. Emma Thrower is saying, glad I ordered these ones. We've got Lisa is saying, don't forget that the mats and layers can also be used for other cards. Absolutely. Of course they could. Of course they could. We've also got Terry Anderson is saying, I just had a great idea. Use the mats and layers to cut into the base some of the acetate. Boom, you've got a shaker feature. You do indeed. All of these different ideas, concepts that you're going to be able to use as well. Sarah Brown is saying, thank you, Debbie, for your fabulous demonstrations and sharing your ideas. Will definitely help me and a great addition to my template library. Absolutely, they will. They'll work side by side for sure. And then we've also got Beth is saying, I will be cherry picking a couple of these. Well, you've got that option. You've got that option, Showstopper or any 2 for £50 or $60. Now, when it comes to cutting into these ones, you've seen a couple of the cardstocks that Debbie was cutting into, but what about a bundle? We've got a bundle here. We're going to be saving over 20% within this bundle. It's a 3-piece bundle. It's 108 sheets in total. This is giving you your rainbow, your ditzy floral, your botanic garden. And these were the ones that launched just at the back end of our birthday event last year, our 18th birthday. We've got, within our rainbow, 12 by 12, 250 GSM, we've got our 6 colours. Now look how strong that these are. You've got that pearl of the purple, you've got the navy, the greens, your yellows, your oranges, you've got your reds as well. Absolutely perfect for the springtime going into the summertime, of course. Great for doing the bases when it comes to your brand new stepper dies. But then also to work together, you've got your Botanic Garden, 12 by 12, 36 sheets within this one. And of course, they're going to complement the cardstock that I showed you from the rainbow there. Now, these are stunning, absolutely stunning. You've got more of that open design of the florals on the first side, but then on the opposite side, you guys know by now, a lot of what is away into the background is brought through onto the other side. So you've got that full bold floral, or then you've got more of that subtler backdrop on the opposite side. So purples into the navies, you've got your sky blues, you've got your greens, into your mustards, you've got your yellows, you're going to go into your deeper reds and oranges as well. That is your 12 by 12, 36 sheets. But then what you're going to be getting, also that's going to complement both of those, are the Ditzy Floral, 12 by 12, 250 GSM, 36 sheets. Now within these ones, I'm going to completely agree with what Nicola just said there. Yes, you've got your Ditzy Floral on one side, but what I really love is the opposite side. Now I know Sarah will tend to call them the A side and the B side, but it is still absolutely beautiful. There is no B side within any of these pads, it's all A sides in my opinion. So you've got that option, you've got that Ditzy Floral, but then you've got like that one there. Look at that striking when it comes to the whites, but then on the opposite side, you've then got your stripes as well. So that's the sort of idea that runs through. You've got your teals in there and your mints, which is always my favourites, but your greens, every one, you've got the Ditzy Floral design on one side, and then you've got a subtler pattern on the other side. But each of the pattern colours are going to complement that rainbow, or of course you can team them with the actual Botanic Garden as well. Even then, with these ones, these are still 250 GSM, so you could cut your actual blanks from the actual stepper dies straight into them as well, if you want to. But you're getting them all, three packs, 108 sheets in total, £50 or $59. You're saving $15.97 or $15.85, and then you've got your platinum price, £40 platinum for all of that, and then you're also going to get that for you guys stateside at $47.20. They're on Shop the Day as well. Right, do you know what? I'm not going to hang fire any longer. Debbie, I'm going to throw straight back to you and see what we can have a look at.
Yeah, definitely. But actually, do I dare change it up a bit?
Oh,
yeah, so only because, Craig, and I was saving this one for tomorrow, but I've got a demo down here which uses that paper pad.
Nice.
So, and I did exactly that. So as you were saying about using that cardstock, I thought, I'm just going to switch it to that one. I don't have a finished card though,
okay.
So I just made the demo very quickly. But let's use this one. So I've just got to grab the actual design. Which one is it? Oh, I might not be able to because... Which one?
Just while you're looking here, Wanda is saying, good morning, love the stepper dies. How many are there in total? So you've got 7 in total, 7 different steppers. So we can see them there. There's the 7. But Wanda, what you have got is you have got the full dies. It's 65 dies in total. 65 dies in total. But what you have got is you've got 7 die sets. I tell you what, let's have just another little look at the boards just here. We'll have a look at this one here. Triple stepper card. So you've got the triple steppers. That's the one that Debbie was just using there a moment ago that you can see just here. So a triple stepper. What we've then got is we've got our deco stepper that you can see just here. So what you've got is that one. You've then got your rocker, your scalloped stepper rocker card. You've got your grand center stepper card. You've also got your grand stepper card. You're also getting your opulent side stepper card. And then you're also going to be getting your double side stepper card. So for you, Wanda, that is all 7 that you're getting. And then you're getting all the mats and layers as well. So 7 sets, 65 dies in total there. And you're going to find them on Shop the Day. Right, Debbie?
Debbie lost their die, yes. Yeah, I have to do that one another time. Well, we'll do it later when I found my die. So, yeah, I haven't got the die here, which is strange. So we're going to switch to the demo that I was going to do. We're using that Grand Centre Stepper. This is a great one. It's, again, really fancy, great one to use, lovely shape and so simplistic. So it is a case of literally popping your die onto your cardstock and running it through the Gemini. It couldn't be that more simpler than that.
No.
I love the fact that all the score lines are done for you, all the cut lines are done for you, all the measuring of your mats and layers are done for you. So I'm not surprised. In fact, I didn't expect it to be as busy, although shouldn't really be surprised.
No, I know
it. That's
yeah.
for sure. So let's take that one out there, and then we will take our main die.
And just to say, anyone that's tuning in, Debbie, so the main die from each set, you need a large die cutting machine for the worker die.
Yes, you do. Yeah, they all need the larger one. And I would say maybe there's a few that you could put through on your Gemini Junior plates, but I don't think you could because of the way the die goes. So it's probably not worth that. So I think, yeah, you do need a larger die cutting machine. I think most people now do have a larger formatted machine.
They do, yeah, I think most people, if they're ever in two minds, they always tend to go for the bigger machine, don't you? Because then you can essentially do everything then.
Now, can you see just how easy that was to do? I'm going to do it with the other side as well first, but literally, so turn it round, you're going to go, your first score line is always a mountain fold, then a valley fold. That's as simple as it is. So mounted again, so that means that it's the ridge going up and down, and then the one underneath is the one going down and up, which is your valley. And it's those ones that form that card. These two, all your middle lines are always going to be a valley, a mountain fold. And look how simple that one was to do.
So simple.
Literally just a case of using your tool just to burnish across the bottom and top. And you've got the most perfect design of card. I love that. Such, I mean, how cool is that one? Such a really, really quick one to do. Now, I'm just going to use, I thought it'd be nice because we always struggle with MAL cards. So I figured it'd be quite nice to do MAL versions. So we've just got some of our papers. I'm trying to think what I've used these from. Can't think what.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Yes, it is. Cheers to you. I'm going to use the inside, the middle one here for that one. We've got two that we can cut. I love the fact as well, Craig, that we give you both. Like we could have just put in one die, but actually we've given you all of those. And then we're going to use this one here, like so. And then I did want to use this one. And I'm going to just place that. I might be able to fit them all on. I've been quite frugal with my cards, so let's just place them like so, and then pop them on our machine.
The other thing that I noticed, when it comes to lots of the mats and layers, these are brilliant for your bit box.
Ah, yeah, absolutely.
To use them up.
Yeah, perfect, aren't they? So I'm going to be really gentle there just to get these through quite quickly. So just, I haven't taken them down, so I'm just being very careful, popping them in. I've got ones already cut, so I'm not taking too big a risk. But it's nice for you guys to see how they're actually cut out and how simple they are to put together. So let's just take those ones, like so.
I just can't believe that we're giving you an over 40% saving on
something new.
Brand new launch.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, totally amazing. So we're going to take those pieces. So we've got that bit that's going to go in the centre. And then we've got, oh, I was thinking then, that's great. It's because it's the back and the front, isn't it? So we'll do the brown one. There we go. That one's there. And then these ones are going to go, oh, never did it. So I'm just going to bring them in. So what I've done here is I've just added a little bit of ink around the edges. This one I've done exactly the same with as well. So we've got that middle section. I mean, being able to cut all this out by hand, Craig, would be like quite hard work, wouldn't it? And I know you love your fussy cutting and that, but actually when you've got really sort of swirly edges and intricate pieces, it would take a lot of cutting, wouldn't it? So once you've got then your card blank, we're then just going to pop these layers on. And I should have known it was a Cheers to You because I've used the Cheers to You collection on this, which I should have just looked at in the first place.
I think out of everything, we've got so many incredible paper pads, you know, we showed you a few earlier on, but I think that All Occasions from Cheers to You with this collection is an absolute perfect one because you can use it for all occasions with all these dies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great one to have, isn't it? So we're literally just following the marks here so we know we get that completely straight.
I've just found out.
Or what have you found out, Craig?
Nicola's just said, I know I've not introduced the guys, we've got Nicola and we've got wee Jamie in the gallery. Tracy's out there, Jake's in as well. So that's the team that you've got today. The All Occasion paper pad is also on 342 on the website. Boom, as Jamie
Oh, I
said.
like that. Is there a lot of paper pads
There
3
must
for
be.
2? Oh, that would be good to know. Definitely good to know. And then all I've done, Craig, is I've got myself some bits from the Cheers to You. You don't need to see me doing all the collection because it's all about the dies, but it's about what you could use with them. Now I've got myself a little piece of card here that I've used as well, which is your middle. So this piece, let me just bring that die. See this little die here? That actually mats and layers in the middle, but I didn't want it to layer in the middle. I wanted to use it as my sort of topper for my word.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so all I'm going to do is just peel off. I've done the Cheers in black. So we're going to just place that over the top there. Just like so. The good thing with this Cheers, doesn't matter how you put it on, it's going to look cool. And then we're going to do the gold one just over the top, just to have that shadowed that little bit. So that gives it a little bit of grounding, but also just makes it really pop out. So like so. There we go. And then I'm going to turn that over and just burnish that on the back, so that will stick down really well. And then we've got our whiskey or our brandy. Well, it would be whiskey, wouldn't it, that colour? So we're going to pop that on.
We've got Debbie, which is a really, really good part. Of course, we said earlier on, you know, and I know that over the last week or so, I was asked on social media, well, really, what's the difference with having the template library to having this? And as Debbie said earlier on, the template library, you know, you can sit, you start to draw around, you cut around, you score, you do it all from scratch. And so many people love that, but not everyone wants to do that, or not everyone can do that. And the prime example is Cindy on Facebook is saying, so happy these dies have come out as a new product as it's difficult for me to use the templates.
Right, yes. And actually, as much as we all love the templates, and we do, they can be tricky and they're time consuming. Not everybody
smaller.
has the time as well to do those pieces with. So I think they all have a place.
Definitely.
I love being able to, and I know you do, Craig, just to sit and have a play with the template library when I have time. But if I haven't got time, these are just perfect to use every day, aren't they? And that's just, Nico's laughing at the sentiment. So we're just going to pop that across like so. And that's it. That's all we're going to do there. Let's turn that round. You can see there's our whiskey business with our Cheers. And then your card, or stepper card.
How fab is that? There's another collection now, of course, that you can be using when it comes to the brand new launch. The brand new launch, which officially just launched 58 minutes ago. 58 minutes ago. Many of you were purchasing though before we went live when it comes to this launch day, as they went live across on the website. They are literally flying out the door. You guys are checking out and checking out and checking out. But what we are going to do just shortly, for those of you that are just waiting for them within your baskets, you know, it's not yours until you check out. You know, it's like just walking around the supermarket with all your goodies in the trolley, and anyone can essentially just come and pinch it out. It's not yours till you actually get through checkout. So in a moment, we will give you that opportunity. But when it comes to the brand new launch, you've got a saving of over 40%. Over 40% saving on a brand new launch where you can then take all of your cardstock, your fancy cardstock, your papers, do your own backgrounds. You've got the ability to do all the simple cuts because you've got the mats and layers to go with them. The concept, the construction die, that's great, that's brilliant, because then that gives you the ability to make, of course, that concept. But it's then the mats and layers. It's the one with the all ornate edge along the bottom, that fancy swirl and that. I've got a lot of patience. I love fussy cutting, as you guys know, but would I sit and work it out, draw it out, cut it out? No, not everyone has the time, not everyone has the patience, not everyone wants to do that, whereas these dies give you that ability. 7 sets in total. What you've also got as well in total, 65 dies. That consists of the whole lot. Many of them you're going to be able to use as generic mats and layers. You can start to bring in all your other fancy dies as well if you want to then start to build and decorate. They're all on the website. They're across on .co.uk, .com or .eu. Check out Shop the Day. What an hour. What a first hour when it comes to our live shows on this Monday. What a first hour when it comes to our brand new launch of our stepper dies. As Debbie said at the end of that last hour there, surprised and not surprised, and I feel exactly the same. I'm not surprised, but on the other hand, I'm like, I just can't believe how busy it's been, how much that you've taken them to your heart, of course. Between seeing the posts over the last week or so about them coming, about seeing what Debbie's done, what I've posted on social as well, now's your opportunity to grab them. Not only can you grab them, you can grab them as a brand new launch at over 40% saving, and you're going to be £140 or $160. That's when it comes to, of course, that over 40% saving. If you're platinum, it's even better though. Platinum then means it's going to come down to £112. £112 or $128 for 65 dies. 65 dies, it consists and is broken down into 7 sets, 7 different concept stepper cards. The first one that you're getting is the double-sided stepper card. So cuts, scores, you can do the decorating. The main worker die, as Debbie's been showing you, the main worker die, you will need a large die cutting machine. Now, yes, of course, a Gemini, but any other branded die cut machine, remember, you can still use our dies. The large die, you will need an A4 machine. All the other ones, you can use a junior, a smaller machine, but of course, you already need the A4 for the worker die, so you're probably just going to use that A4 for all of the additional layers. If you're using them separate, at least you know they will fit through your smaller machines. You've got your opulent side stepper card. You're also getting your center stepper card. We're also going to be giving you, and this is the one that Debbie just used, which is my favourite, the grand center stepper card. You're also going to be getting the scalloped stepper rocker card. Remember, all cuts done, all score lines are done, and all of the fancy mats and layers are there for you to cut. You've got your deco center stepper. This is a prime example where you've got a few dies, so create the framework, create your apertures, create your shakers. So there's so many ways in which you can decorate them, not just with toppers or sentiments. And then you've got your triple stepper card as well. All of that is what you're going to be getting with a 40%, over 40% saving at £140 or $160. Now, when it comes to that price, it works out that you're buying 6 and you're getting 1 for free. Platinum, £112 or $128. It's all there on Shop the Day. It's there for you guys, Central Europe as well. You just need to go to .co.uk, .com or .eu. If you just want to cherry pick 2, you can absolutely do that. You can get any 2 for £50 or $60. You will get, of course, your Club Inspire on top of that. I'm letting you know, most of you are all going for that Showstopper, which I'm not surprised, of course. There is that option on the website for you. Maybe you don't want all 7. Maybe at the moment you can't quite reach to all 7 when it comes to money. We totally understand that. So we've broken it down, and instead of just saying, well, you have to buy them individually, which any 2, you would have been $69.98 or $79.90, but we've said let's put a multi-buy, giving you that option of 2 when it comes to £50 or $60. Just to say though, any that are cherry picking, the centre scalloped rocker is the most popular so far. So it's all there, Shop the Day for you to check out. But let's have a look with Debbie and see what we can be doing with these dies.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some beautiful ones from our design team as well. So we've got that amazing stepper card, that triple stepper in the middle. That one's quite a really romantic classic, that card, isn't it? It just
It
looks
is.
really beautiful. But then you've got this one, which is, we were talking about embossing. That's got embossing panels on there, coloured in. It's absolutely amazing. Jackie Smith did that one. It's so, so pretty. That rocker card, I'm not surprised. That's people's favourites because it is amazing. Now, that was from one of our really old masquerade ball pads, yeah? So you can get all of them out. And to have those mats and layers are incredible. And even the steps, to have those little steps that are decorated as well. All of those are die cut for you. You just have to decide if you're cherry picking, but if you can go for that full collection, you will absolutely love them. I do love this one. I think it's really cool. And actually, I do want to turn these into little perfume bottles. They remind me a little beautiful perfume bottles, don't they? And then I'm going to make one similar to this. In fact, we're going to use this die next. And someone was saying about putting a shaker card. I'm going to make a shaker card, but I'm not going to do it with cutting into the card. But actually, looking at this now, I could have done a shaker card with looking at that panel in the middle. I love that. Literally cut out through the middle and have your back piece, which has got that really beautiful papers in there. One of my favourites as well, that one. I love the Mediterranean Dreams. Yeah, it's beautiful. A little different designs. So again, one of Sarah's signatures there. And then another shaker card here, but done in a different way. How cute is that? So again, with our animals with attitude there, aren't they? Just love that. Really beautiful design. And that one's Rebecca Davis has done that one. But yes, amazing. Well done to all our design team because they are really beautiful.
Also just say as well, absolutely totally agree with you, Betty. Betty's saying, I have so many hunky-dory toppers that these are going to work well for. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to come back just in a moment and we'll crack on with more demonstrations with Debbie, but we are still so busy when it comes to today's brand new launch. For those of you that have just joined and have now got them in your baskets, we're going to give you the opportunity to check out. And if you've already checked out and you want to know a little bit more about our Lily, well, have a look at this.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I've been part of Crafters Companion for about a year now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's absolutely flown by. How did my crafting journey start? Well, I have to say I've always been creative. I've always loved drawing, painting, making cards. Sort of started that when I was very, very young, making all my handmade Christmas cards, birthday cards, thank you cards. And from then on in, it pretty much just stuck. So where am I from? So I currently live about 2 miles actually from head office here in County Durham, but I'm actually from Sheffield. Something that's really sort of close to my heart from where I'm from is the fact that we've got the Peak District just doorstep. Crafty inspirations, that's an interesting one. I have to say I'm inspired by so many different things. I'm inspired just by the team we have here at Crafters Company. The craft experts are so inspiring. I learned so much from watching them, from sharing our ideas together. And I've actually watched the team on telly for so many years, even before I come here. And I remember the first time sort of stepped through the doors here at the CTV studios, I was completely starstruck. And as well, our community that we have, our Crafters Companion family, that wider family that we interact online, you guys emailing into the shows, leaving all the leaving pictures of your creations, I find so inspiring as well. It's a community where we all feed off of each other, a lovely, big, welcoming community. So I'm inspired by all you guys at home as well, which I think is absolutely lovely. What do I do apart from crafting? Well, I absolutely love running. I love being out in the open spaces, come rain or shine or snow or hail or whatever the weather throws us. So what does make Crafters TV so special? Well, I'm going to have to go with a very corny, very cheesy answer, but it is true. It's you guys at home, it's the viewers. If it wasn't for you guys watching, your amazing interaction, all your lovely comments, your feedback, your mates that you send through, Crafters TV would not be the same. We wouldn't be here without you guys at the end of the day. Ooh, big crafting fails or accidents on screen. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've had anything too disastrous. I'll be back on next week and I'll have a crafting disaster you watch now.
I think I've always been a little bit crafty. I used to craft when I was very young, and I say craft, I used to take a needle and a cotton and sew my own clothes, tie and things like that. So what makes Crafters TV special in my eyes is the community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion for Crafters Companion on all the things that we do. I've made some real friends as well, because we talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing. And I do interact quite a lot. So I'm open any time of the day and night to answer any crafty questions. Whether I answer straight away at 3 o'clock in the morning may be a different matter. But it's lovely to be able to reach out and help. The one for me is the Ultimate Pro. The Ultimate Pro is just an amazing piece of equipment, a core product that I can't live without, because I can make all my card blanks from it. And when I mean card blanks, I mean my bases, from all sorts of different shapes and sizes, envelopes on there, bow making on there, different shape cards on there. It literally is the tool that keeps on giving and giving. So for me, that's one of the core products that I can't live without.
And Debbie's taken over from me down at Hobby Maker for the rest of this week. So I think you're going to see her next week. She'll be up here. Of course, she's got the craft along when it comes to the stepper dies on the 29th. We're going to forget that date, are we? When it comes to this being February. Extra day, of course. So yes, if you've grabbed your stepper dies or you're away to grab them, then of course you've got that craft along coming along with Debbie Robinson next week. Well done for everyone that have already checked out your basket. Incredibly, incredibly popular. I think you guys start to realise now how when we say you can use them with any collections, any of the products that you've got, you realise now how you can absolutely do that. So, do you know what? Let's not go over any of them again just yet. Let's go straight back to Debbie. Let's get some more ideas, inspirations, Debbie. And as we keep saying, Debbie, we're surprised, but we're not surprised at how busy it's been.
Yeah, so busy. I'm so pleased because it really means that we're going to see so many of these stepper dies across all your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, wherever you post. And I can't wait to see them because you'll have different inspiration that what you want to put on them. I love the fact that you've got the versatility with these, that you can use different papers and cardstock and whatever collections you got. Love these little posts here. I think these look really cool. They're going to fit into these side panels. So we're using the Deco Centre Stepper. I love this one. I think it's got a really nice centre piece. But we're going to cut this one. Now I'm just using some of our sort of pearlised cardstock, which I've just took out of one of my pads. I'm going to put it that side, only because that's got a little bit where it's come out of a book there. I don't want it to cut on that side. And all I'm going to do is just put a little bit of tape on the side to make sure that holds down in the machine. Now again, I am repeating again, but just in case anyone's just joining us, you will need a A4 die cutting machine to use these dies with. But I think lots of people do have A4 die cutting machines now, which is good.
And
So
also,
we're just...
sorry, Debbie.
No, you're fine.
It was just another couple of people again. I know we covered it earlier on in the show, but they all fold down to exactly 5 by 7.
Oh, yeah.
So it's exactly 5 by 7. So your envelopes would be a little bit bigger anyway. So just know 5 by 7 they all fold down to. So 5 by 7 envelope.
Yeah, amazing. I think that's really good to know, especially when we're doing envelopes for them. And actually, Craig, just brilliant that they all fold down to that
That's
same
what I thought
size.
too, yeah.
Yeah, love that one. So the card we see earlier means that if you wanted to do your shaker card element, and actually I have a card, so let's just do it so you can see. You could take one of these panels. Now what I would recommend using is your smallest panel if you're doing a shaker card in here. This is not how I'm doing mine, but because I've already got my card already done, I thought I'd show you how you could do another one. So we could take this one here. I'm actually thinking, Craig, as well, what you could do is if you die cut this piece first, I'm going to do it so you know what I'm talking about rather than just say it. So let's just die cut. Now I've just used my Spots and Dots stencil and just used my duet ink pads through the centre, and we're just going to take this down. So I'm just going to use that across there and onto there. Let's die cut that first and then I'll show you what I'm thinking. I'm going a little bit off piste here, but it's good to sort of show how you can do different things. And because I've already got my card cut out, I can also use a different one with this. Works the same way as well by doing your mountain and valley folds. So I will show that in a bit. But when we've got this one out, I'll show you what I mean by this one. So that's going to cut out our main shape, like so. I've read plates that are so static. So this is going to be your piece here. So what I would then do, Craig, is lay this where it should be.
Okay.
And then take this die to where you want to put that middle cutout piece. So like in there. So if we wanted to do that one as then I would take that off, die cut that out, so you've got that piece die cut out, and then you can then die cut this piece in.
Right,
because that would give you a template to look through, line that up in the same place of where you want it, and then you can send that through. And then what that will do is give you a frame around the die cut when you've die cut it out. So hopefully that makes sense, but I'll show you what I mean with that one. So in the meantime, I've got my folded one, which we haven't done anything to. So we've just folded that detail there. So let's just take that one out and show you this one. So this is how you would make your shaker card if you were making it directly into the front of your card. And then all you're going to do, again, everything has that mountain fold. So that middle, you know that's going to stand proud. These pieces are going to stand up. And then it's these pieces, again, you've got the mountain and valley. So really simple, mountain and valley. So that's for those front pieces, and then the back's exactly the same. Turn that round, and again, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain and valley fold. And that gives you your shape of your card. So that's just going to go like so. And then again, just burnish those in. So what I've done, Craig, is I've created a little window. Now, to create your window, if you take a piece of your cardstock, my die is the smallest die, so you can see it goes inside that piece. I've already put my foam on there.
Okay.
So if you were to take your next size, so this one here, you could literally die cut that. And what I did to get the shape cut out, I put it through with my metal shim.
Got you.
And I put it through twice. It needed twice to be cut because it's a heavyweight acetate. If you're using your heat resistant acetate, which is a lot thinner, which you could still use, you just need to put it through. You might still need your metal shim, but it will cut out, that shape will cut out. Once you've done that, that will then go into here. So you could either use this one, which would go underneath, so like so. So you can see that would then make your shaker. Put your piece on the top. Then if you've cut out that bit with your hole in, you go over the top and then you'd be able to see through there. So that's how you would do it if you wanted to see through. But I actually just wanted to use mine for my mats and layers on here. And I wanted to use this as my background for my shaker card. So my shaker card will go directly onto the front. So the other thing I've done is taken my smaller die and my... had it right next to me. Where's the other little die? Got to be there somewhere, isn't it? Probably under the plate? No. What have we done with it? Oh, no, that's the big die. That's the big one. I just had it to show them off, didn't I? There it is. It's over here on the acetate that I put. I've just used that one to cut out. And then with the smaller one, if you use both of these dies together to cut out your cardstock, you then cut out an actual frame. So that will cut out your frame. And then the frame I've done to fit around the outside of my shaker card, which hides all your elements there. So let's pop this together. I also want to use those panels. So those two little panels here. Got one there, and I'm just going to use them, and in fact I'll probably use them on top of this one. So let me just take my main die away. Oh.
Debbie, I've got Cindy on Facebook is saying, so for and the reason I'm going to say this one out, for anyone that has done exactly the same, Cindy is saying, the more I watch, I wish I ordered the Showstopper instead of just the two dies.
Right, yes.
Give customer service a call. Give customer service a call, because you'll have ordered them just not that long ago. Just speak to them and just say, you know, actually I've ordered two of them. I really actually want the full lot, and just get them to change your order. Just give them a
Good
call.
idea. And that's what happened actually with when we were just doing that. I mean, we don't sell them when we're doing a first look, but when people see the first look, they sort of convince themselves they don't need them all.
Don't need them.
Because actually, if you actually said to someone you need 7 stepper cards, you'd be thinking, don't be silly, I don't need 7 stepper cards.
True.
But when you look at the amount that you get, how many different designs, and they're all very different, which is nice. But we also know that, you know, budget allowing what people go for as well. So I love the fact that you can cherry pick them as well. And maybe at a later date you might be able to get the others, Craig.
Maybe, yeah. Yep.
So let's just take those 2 pieces off, and then we've got our panels for our sides. They look a bit like candles.
They do look
don't
like
they?
candles.
Be quite a nice card, especially as I'm using quite bright colours to actually do a birthday card with a cake or something on the front. Right, so we're just going to use that 1 die. Now you do get all those mats and layers, but we've used those for our shaker card. So we're just going to place these over the top like so. There we go. And then we've got our 2 panels. Have you got a favourite, did you say, Craig?
Yeah, my favourite one is, I'm looking where about on the pack shot it is, I'm just looking on the boards here. Because I actually done the Grand Centre Stepper card. That's the one that I like because, in actual fact, and I am going to give it a plug, my Crafters Companion YouTube channel, I have made that start to scratch. You'll find that there as well. Because what you can do, Debbie, is you can decorate the backs and even just on the inside as well if you want to. So that's my favourite one.
Love that.
I love that one. But
Oh,
yeah.
you say you've done a YouTube?
Yeah, you'll find that full tutorial across there of the Grand Centre Stepper card. That's my favourite.
Oh, amazing. So all I'm going to do here, Craig, is just pop that around, and that's going to hide all my foam. So I'm just going to give that a little rub down, because obviously I can't rub it from the back because we've got the foam tape on there. And I'm just going to also burnish that in as well, because I really want that to stay stuck down. And then we've got our little sequins, so let's bring in, I've just got a bag of all sorts of little pieces here, and we're going to use these to go right in the centre. So I'm just going to pop them in there. Probably got more than we need. No, or it's not, I don't think we will use all of them, just because it might be a bit too crowded. And then we'll take these ones off, like so. So the foam tape is really easy to manipulate to go round. So I've only done that sort of 3 lots along there, and it's nice and twisty. So we're going to just place that over the top like so. Make sure we've got those down a little bit more, because we have filled that quite a bit. I'm just going to, otherwise they won't move. There we go, that's it. So pop that down. Make sure that you really do burnish that all the way round, so none of the little pieces come out. And then we've got that really full, beautiful shaker card. So let's pop that to the side. And then the other thing I've used is just from our flowers, so our floral creations, which is my new favourite thing at the moment.
Mine
Craig.
too, mine too.
I just love it so much. I'm literally making flowers, and it's making my heart full. It is, Craig, I can tell you. It's
can see why.
I love making the flowers, and I just love the sentiments in them. And I keep using some bunting that we had years ago, and it just works really well. So I've got some bunting, just using some of those flowers, and actually I'm just going to grab some 3D glue gel.
You know
to
how
pop them on with.
On the launch, I'm saying, Debbie, you're saving over 40%. So
yes.
that's very well, and that's great. But when it comes to the actual money you're saving, so on that today's price, anyone that's not Club Inspire, you're saving £104.93 or $119.65. If you are Platinum in Club Inspire, you're saving £132.93 or $151.65 on a brand new launch. Something that is so handy, useful and versatile. That's
really
bonkers.
amazing.
You know, over 40% sounds good, but when you think of it and see the numbers that way, you're like, wow.
Yeah, it's such a good deal. So all I'm going to do now is shape my little leaves just to add a little bit extra. And actually I did a bow, but I don't think it's going to need a bow. I think the flowers are going to be plenty for it. But you've just got this really fun, bright coloured, nice and spring, isn't it? Spring-like design.
It is such a spring-like day today.
It's quite, yeah, it's been mild, the temperatures, haven't
Mild,
they?
the sun is out, it's happy and chirpy. Had the music on driving into the car. Driving into the car, driving in the car, into the office, in the car. Spent a lot of time in the car over the last 24 hours.
Yes, you've been rather busy, haven't you?
Music on, windows down, roadworks, traffic works, diversions, you name it, I was hit with them.
Yeah, it's not good, is it, at night time when you're travelling late and you get the diversions?
Just as well, I like driving.
Well, that's true. It's very true. I always say that. I don't think I'd be able to do my job if I didn't.
No, you're right. yeah, you're right.
I love everything else, so you've got to love the driving, haven't you? So one more just to finish that under there. And there we go. There's our very pretty shaker card.
That is so cool.
There we go.
Debbie, that is so cool. Now, when it comes to essentially all of them, you'd be able to do a shaker in some form of every single one from the brand new launch. The brand new launch of the Stepper card dies. Now, you've got 7 sets, but when it comes to the dies, you're getting 65 dies in total. So there's all 7 that you've got. Now, you're saving over 40% on the brand new launch, £140 or $160. You're saving £104.93 or $119.65. Bonkers, crazy, but hey, that works in your benefit at home. Now, if you are platinum in Club Inspire, you're then going to be £112 or $128. That then means that you're saving £132.93 or $151.65. I'm going to say it again, it's a brand new launch. It officially launched an hour and 25 minutes ago. It's been incredibly busy. You've got that saving of over 40% on a brand new launch, and you're saving over $100, whether of course it's today's price or of course it's the platinum price. It's going to be the same for you guys in Central Europe. Your details, your prices in euros are across and .eu. You're going to find them on Shop the Day. What you will have as well is that option. Maybe you just want to then just cherry pick just 2 or maybe 4 or 6. You've got an option when it comes to the website of any 2 as a multi-buy, any 2 for £50 or $60. You'll still get your Club Inspire on top of that. Once you've then logged in and you get to the checkout, your Club Inspire will be deducted off, so you're going to be less than that. What I would say, if I go back into that actual Showstopper bundle, Club Inspire, if you don't already know, it is free to join. Even if you were to just purchase one item when it comes to joining Club Inspire, your first item that you purchase when joining Club Inspire or your basket, you're going to get 20% off that order. So even if you just join Club Inspire, which is completely free, pop these into your basket, maybe get some cardstock, some other bits and pieces, and get 20% off. If you just go for that, that then means you're going to get it at £112 or $128. Lovely introduction to our Club Inspire, and there's lots of other benefits that you've seen here on Crafters TV, as well as online as well. But that is your showstopper when it comes to the die set. But what we're going to have a look at is we've got some Centura Pearl cardstock here. Now, within this one here, it's our luxury mixed cardstock. So we've got our green, we've got our red, and we've got our ice blue. I don't need to say this to you guys that watch us on a daily basis. You know, all of us on the team love this cardstock. I absolutely adore it. Just to say as well, so we're going to take out the word Centura Pearl. It's not Centura Pearl within the bundle. This is our luxury cardstock. But what you are going to get is the green, the red, and the ice blue. Now, within each bundle, what you are going to get is you're going to get 10 shedless glitter, 10 mirror, and 10 satin. And in actual fact, you get a little bit more because these fronts here aren't included within the count. So these are little extras as well. So with the bundle, these are giving you 10 of your shedless glitter. Now, if you've got our shedless silver, this is a little bit deeper. It's a little bit more of a grey tone when it comes to that one. We've got our mirror as well. And then we've got your satin or matte. That's always my favourite to go to. So you've got that within the blue. You're going to get it all. You're going to get that. You're also going to be getting your red. So again, 10, 10 and 10. And then the 2 panels at the front are extra. They're not included within the count, although you do get them. So 10, 10 and 10. And then exactly the same as well when it comes to the luxury green as well. Shadless glitter, mirror and satin / matte. £19.50 or $31.50. You're saving over 30%. Your platinum price comes down to £15.60 or $25.20. Just to let you know as well, essentially when it comes to these individually, you'd be about £9.99 for each individual pack. So it's giving you the 3 packs, it's giving you the ice blue, the red, it's giving you the green as well within each bundle. 10 shadless glitter, 10 mirror, 10 satin, although those little panels on the front, you get them, they're not included in the count, so you're getting that little bit extra as well. What about die cutting all of your fancy stepper cards within that luxury cardstock, or using it as the mats and layers? Definitely one to consider, because I use mine all the time when it comes to that bundle. So when I check out the website later on for the 3 for 2 on the 12 by 12, I'm going to be popping some of that in my basket, that's for sure. So that 3-pack bundle there, $19.50, $31.50. Platinum is $15.60 or $25.20. Guys, there's a reason that we keep going to a break every now and again, because it is so busy still. We don't want anyone to miss out when it comes to the launch, but the inspiration. So therefore, we're going to give you the opportunity to check out your basket, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the soft craft expert for Crafter's Companion. I've always crafted. I think because my parents worked in studios, I grew up at Shepperton. They were always working, so my holidays and my weekends and my evenings were spent at the studios, and I just sort of sit around with the other artists, and they'd give me a bit of clay to play with or some fabric. So I was always making things, and there were a couple of children around the same sort of age, and we just used to make clothes for our Cindy dolls. I'm flighty with my crafts. I want to try everything, so I go all out and I decide tomorrow I'm going to be doing candle making, and I buy all the stuff and I make candles, and then I lose interest and then I move on to the next thing. I want to be able to have a little go at all sorts of crafts, and I've always been like that ever since I was a small child, so I think I can turn my hand and give anything a go. My craft inspiration, I think a lot of that comes from the internet, looking online, being able to watch sort of artists producing bits and pieces, as well as sort of just general crafters. But a lot of my inspiration came from sort of my mum and my mum's friends, which were all sort of great designers and people that created all sorts of different things. The Crafters TV audience have been so kind to me. So when I first started, and I've not been here a huge amount of time, and I've done a little bit of presenting, I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made when they've been inspired by the shows. I think that's great. My biggest achievement, when I put it on social media, I said that I was more proud of this than I was when I had my children. It was when I won a Demo of the Week. I was just absolutely gobsmacked that I'd won Demo of the Week. I don't often win Demo of the Day, so to win Demo of the Week, I was really, really super excited. Oh God, I can't give you the gossip because I promised that I wouldn't give any of the gossip away, but it is great. Lots of us stay overnight in a house here, which is brilliant because we all get to know each other on a real personal kind of level rather than just colleagues. So it's a really great atmosphere, and there's so much to learn from all of these people that I work with. So I feel really quite blessed to be part of this. It is a happy family, I have to be honest.
So much love. Laurie is saying, good morning, everyone. Just bought the bundle because these are way too cool and different cards can be made for all different occasions. We've got Lois is saying, great tips today. Thank you so much. Do you know something? If anything's absolutely showed off what you can do with these, it's what Debbie's been doing so far. Absolutely perfect way to show all the different ways. And the prime example is for those of you that said, didn't think I wanted them, but you've gone for the bundle. And some of you that have only gone for a couple, now you're saying, I wish I'd gone for the bundle. If that's the case, give customer service a call. Make sure that you grab the actual Showstopper bundle. What we will do is we're going to go straight to Debbie. When we come back from Debbie, is I'll have a recap as to everything, Debbie, that they're getting in the Showstopper.
Yeah, which is a lot. You're getting a lot of dies in there. I love these dies, and I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing with them.
Me neither.
And in fact, me and Craig were just talking in the break, and we've got some new launches coming up, both of us, next month, and these are going to work so well with them. So just a heads up, things that are coming out, if you like those new things that are coming, these dies are going to be perfect with those. Right, I'm going to use the double side stepper. I do love this one. I love the quirky shape of it. I love the sort of points and angles. It's a great little one to have. If I ever was doing a card like this in the past, I'd be worried about cutting all these mats and layers. No more, because the mats and layers are all there for you to do. And it literally is a case of just pop in your die onto your cardstock and run it through your Gemini. Couldn't be more simple than that.
There was a couple, because I had them on Hobby Maker yesterday, Debbie, and there was a couple of people, and I know I've heard it here as well. If you're using these and you're using new, prime example, you're using newer plates, don't worry about that noise.
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry, it's normal.
It's quite normal. There's not a lot of cut lines in the plates. And it does, I mean, you can see by my plates, if I move them out of the way, you can see it's the only things that I've been using are the lines that are in there from my dies. And I'm rotating all the time, so you can see I've got them on both sides. So yeah, don't worry about the noise. I quite like the crunchy noise of that. Yeah, it's satisfying knowing that it's cutting all those amazing dies. But this one just keeps sticking. There we go. Just all very, got a lot of friction in there today. Right, again, we're going to do exactly the same as what we've been doing all the way through, and you'll see that all the dies are the same. So that middle line that goes all the way through, you know it's going to be folded in half. That's going to be your mountain fold. And I'm only just roughly putting those lines in, because you don't want to just go ahead and fold everything, because you have to get all these other lines right. That fold is your main panel on this one. You've got the middle step on this one, which is going to do the same. So again, up and down, so that's your mountain, and then valley, which is going to go down in the middle, and then that one is folded. Then turn it round and do exactly the same. So mountain, valley, and then all that's going to happen is this bit in the middle is going to come back up like so. So it couldn't be more simple, and that's all in line. You can see going across the top there. We're just going to use this to burnish down. What I would do is just make sure that your lines at the side connect to the other side as well, and then you'll know that you'll get a completely crisp, straight card.
You know what I think these dies would be good for as well?
What's that, Craig?
An upcoming episode of Mosby's Makes.
Oh, yes.
I think they would.
Yes, in fact, Mr. Mosby could make that off the cuff,
Of course he
couldn't
could.
Yeah,
he could.
absolutely.
I know he's taking a little bit of a
Look
break
at
this
that.
week, but look at that.
I mean, everyone, I know it's ridiculous, Craig, because it's one piece of white card, but I just, every time I do it, I think, wow.
Wow.
I just love them. Wow. Right, I'm going to use Sarah's Wild at Heart or Debbie Robinson in a paper pad, in a dress, should I say. So we're going to pop these on. Let's see if I can get them all
Debbie?
on here. Yes.
That pad, guess what?
Oh, what, Craig? No.
It's on a 3 for 2.
Oh, I love that. Loved all these paper pads, 3 for 2. That's what we like to hear.
What a day
Now,
to be
talking about a
shopping.
sort of, we've got our worker die there. I love getting, I mean, that's literally, it's a free paper pad, isn't it?
It is.
Love
yeah.
that. Love that. And we're just going to use our middle section here. So we're just going to pop one on that side. I love that we've got them both to use. I'm actually going to use the middle one, so let's use those two. So we're going to have that one in black, so I can cut that through the middle. And I'm just going to move these up because I think I can fit that. Yeah, there we go, right in the centre. Being quite frugal with my papers. And then we're just going to send those all through. So just grabbing those. I'm being really gentle because I haven't taped them down. But do take them down if you don't want them to
Living
move
on the edge today, Debbie.
I am crafting on the edge today.
On the edge of crafty glory.
I do normally take things down, but sometimes it's just a bit of a faff. I'm not in a faff fluffy mood today. Just get to the point, get it done. Oh, look at these, they've all stuck to this. It's so strange. I don't know why, but it's all very, just, yeah, I can't even feel anything sticky, but they're all just not wanting to, maybe there is a bit of, there must be sticky stuff on there. Turn that round again, see if that will help. Right, so let's take all these pieces and then mat and layer all of these up.
So Samantha's saying, since these cards make 5 by 7 cards, does that mean you have to have A3 card? No, A4 card. You know, A4, so your die will fit on A4 once it's cut. Once you fold them, then that'll shape it to 5 by 7.
Yep. Yeah, which would be perfect for your 5 by 7 envelopes. Yeah, I love that. Especially, I think that's very clever that the team have done them all the same size. So you haven't got to worry about the envelopes.
You don't know, you just know no matter what one you're doing, make your envelopes, purchase your envelopes that are 5 by 7 and they all fit.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making these for my friends and family, that's for sure. The next one I've got to make, I was having a play last week with all sorts of some extra bits that I had, and it's my Ruby's birthday in March, but I ended up making Ava's birthday card. So, and then I ended up telling her, and she wasn't very happy. She was like, does that mean I'm not getting a homemade card? I said, no, not at all. It's just that the things that I was using, and I've actually put it into a demo. It looks a little bit like Minnie Mouse.
Aww.
And my Ava loves Minnie Mouse, where
yeah.
Ruby is more of a Stitch girl. She likes Stitch. So I said no.
I've never seen that film, you know that?
You've never seen Lilo and Stitch?
No.
Oh,
no.
It's you'll love it, Craig.
Yeah.
I mean, Lilo is a little rascal.
You should say like.
Love Lilo and Stitch. I don't know how Stitch has become so popular. After all these years, I remember watching that years ago with my eldest two.
I believe they're doing a live action version. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember seeing that. But
It's,
no, never seen the original.
Oh, I think we're out of tape on that one. There
So Jamie's just saying that you can't watch the live action until you've watched the original.
you've
so
got to
I'll
watch
definitely watch the original first.
Yeah, it's very good. But yeah, he's like everywhere now. So we're just going to place that. And I love this because it's done in one big piece. So you've got the bottom piece that goes across. That's all in one piece to do your card. I mean, how quick is that? I did all of that from scratch. And then all I've got here, Craig, is because I used all the pieces from Sarah's Wild at Heart, I thought I'd bring in some girly things. So we've got lipsticks, we've got some perfume atomizer, and then I've got Stay Wild, which we're going to pop on there as well. So let's just use our foam pads. And in fact, I'm just going to see if I can get, it's not very often I say this, but for some smaller ones. There we go. And then we're just going to place them onto here.
So far, Debbie, most of the card that you've been using is that our white cardstock and then black cardstock?
Yeah, just white and black cardstock.
Perfect.
The black cardstock though, Craig, I've used from our 12 by 12 sheets.
Okay.
It's slightly smaller. I'm not sure what the GSM is on the 12 by 12, but it's not as heavyweight.
Got ya.
And I quite like it. So we've got, I think our black cardstock, is it 280 or is it 300? Can't remember.
300, that
It
A4,
might be 300,
I'm sure it is,
yes.
isn't it?
And I wanted, because it was a matte and layer, I thought I'd use the 12 by 12 cardstock is
That makes
perfect for your mattes and layers. But yes, your normal cardstock would be fine for it as well.
We do have that. Funny enough, we do have that as a 3-pack bundle, 3 for 2 on the website as well. We'll
What, even your black cardstock and that?
Black as well, yeah. The A4 black cardstock we've got on a 3 for 2, and the white cardstock.
Oh my goodness, that's
we've got
amazing.
3 for 2.
Yeah, that's very good. I am going to be shopping today, Jamie, for my cardstock. Absolutely.
I think we're all going to be shopping.
Yeah, definitely. So let's pop that on there, and then we've just got our atomizer to go, just like there.
I think one of the things as well that I'm always, really proud of when I stand either this side or that side, Debbie, is when it comes to the shows, the team backstage, certainly Emma, they do and they work really hard to make sure what deals we give you are the perfect deals to work with this collection. We're going to use white card and black card. We didn't have to put it on a show, But because it works, we want to give you the best deals and offers, and that's what they've done for all these 3 for 2s.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
And again, just using something that you've got in one of your collections, using your toppers on there, and it just gives you something a little bit different to use.
That is so, so smart. What a great way to use. You know, 1 of 7 of the brand new launches of the stepper card dies. Now, you've got 7 sets in total. Now, when it comes to the 7 sets, it works out that you're buying 6 and you're going to get 1 for free, and you're going to get it with an over 40% saving on a brand new launch. Now, you're going to get it at £140 or $160. Now, that then means, essentially, that 40%, over 40% means that your saving is actually £104.93, or for you guys stateside, $119.65. If you are platinum, then that is, well, even better. Your platinum comes down to £112 for the whole lot, or $128. That then means that then your saving in total is $132.93, or for you guys stateside, $151.65. They're all on Shop the Day on the website. You've also got an option if you want to go for a multi-buy, so any 2. So you can get any 2 for £50 or $60. Of course, you'll still get your Club Inspire on top of that one. Yes, predominantly most of you are going for the Showstopper. Some of you have cherry-picked a couple and then realise you actually want the full lot, which hopefully, if that's the case, you've just given customer service a call and they'll change that for you. But it's there for you as an option. Maybe you don't want all 7, maybe you can't quite go for all 7 at the moment, but there's a couple that takes your fancy, then of course you can do that. Remember, yeah, we're saying 2 for £50 or $60. If you want to go for 4, then of course you're going to get your 4 for £100 or $120. But then what I would do, when you start to go down that road, think about the saving then when it comes to the Showstopper. Options there on the website, Shop the Day, for you to decide upon, but you're going to get them all at a platinum price, £112 or $128. Black card, white card, your pattern paper, your collections from us. You know, if you're fans of Paper Dynamics and Keith, whether it's Hunky Dory, all of those crafty stash that you've already got at home is a great way to start to use them. The Grand Centre Stepper card, the Triple Stepper card, you've got your Deco Centre card. You've also then got your Scallop Stepper rocker card. You've also got your Centre Stepper card. You've also then got your Opulent Side Stepper card. And then you've also got your double-sided stepper card. Now, as Debbie's been saying all throughout the show, as well as myself, the large worker die for each one, you will need an A4 die cutting machine. Now, of course, works best with the Gemini, the way that it's been produced, the thickness, etc., etc. But if you don't have a Gemini, you've got another branded die cut machine that will absolutely still work. Just check your plate configuration, but the main die, it needs to be A4 in size. The other ones will go through like a junior or midi, but if you're using a large machine for the outer die, you'll probably still use the large machine for the rest. But the options are there for you. Maybe there's a couple you just want to use individually because they're lovely generic shapes, then of course you can do that. They are on Shop the Day for you to check out, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm purposely saying that so that you know with ease.co.uk.com or .eu. That's where you can go, check them out, check them in your basket, and you know they're going to be winging their way, which from social media the last couple of weeks, you've been getting your orders, your launches incredibly quick. So within a couple of days, potentially, you could be crafting away. We're going to just squeeze one more out of Debbie before we come to the end of this last show here of this launch day. We're going to be back later on for Craft Along, but we'll tell you about that later on. Debbie, it's over to you.
Yeah, it's a long time since I've got 6 demos done in a couple of hours, so it's great, but it just shows you how you can whiz them through and get to your finished card straight away. So I'm going to use that amazing Neon Dreams 3 for 2 as well. I've also lost my bit of card to cut the other bit out, so what I am going to do is I'm just going to be a bit frugal and use the middle section because I think that will work, and we're going to cover over that anyway, so and it'll look quite nice from the inside. So let's just pop them down like that so they stay in place and run those ones through. And actually a really good way of being a bit more frugal with your card. But like you said earlier, Craig, I love that about your bit box, because your bit box for all those mats and layers are going to be amazing for that. Just remember to use your bit box, because I suddenly forget about mine. I use all these scraps and then it's like, and then under my desk I've got a big box. I think, oh, why didn't I use that? Right, let's pull those pieces out. And then we're going to use, I've just got some coordinating cardstock here to use with those colours. Let's take these pieces here. So we're going to use my large one, let's do the blue, and let's do a sort of coral colour there. And then let's also use these pieces. Let's do them in the coral, like so. So I love that you're getting everything that you need. You haven't got to worry about recutting them out or doing extra pieces. Even those side pieces, you've got all the bits that are going to create your little covers for your steps. All your mats and layers, even if they've got two posts exactly the same size, they're going to be able to cut them out together. So nothing's too much trouble, I think, in these sets.
Definitely not, definitely not. I even ran one through my heavyweight foiled acetate. I've done one out my ombre glitter card as well.
Oh, lovely.
They look fab.
And all cut beautifully, Craig?
Oh, yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the best thing, isn't it? So you can see all those pieces cut amazingly well. And then that gives us all of our pieces to put into place. So let's bring that card back in. So we can then use that one that we've cut the centre out of. So let's just take that one to there, like so. So that's going to be our middle one. This will go over the top, so that will come here. Then we've got this piece, and then we can go back in, which will work perfectly because it's the middle piece that we've cut out. And again, all we're going to do is from those, you know that your middle ones are always going to be folded up. And your top one in the middle is going to be folded as well. So always that mountain fold.
Imagine as well if maybe, you know, we tend to say, Debbie, craft classes or, you know, craft crops, but maybe you're a teacher or you know someone that's a teacher. And I know, like here in the UK, it's been the holiday, well, some part of the UK, it's been the school holidays, because you said they're off, or the grandkiddies are off this week, Debbie,
Yes,
did you say?
yeah.
Yeah, I know it's different in Scotland, but maybe you're thinking of things to do, or you are a teacher and you come in end of term or that. What a great thing to get creative with.
Yeah, absolutely. And such a good thing. You're right, Craig. I mean, these are good things that you could cut out and give to the school as cutouts that they could then decorate. So much that you could be doing with them. Right, now I've got that all in line. Let me just use this to go round. So what I am going to do is just go round the edges of this one to start with. So let's just go all the way around the edge. Just so I don't glue. Oh, that's the end of that one as well. Coming to all these ends. I think Debbie must have been having a field day with the tape pens. They're all coming to the end. That's normally me that's the big user of tape pens.
Although I have to say, I don't know if anyone's pointed it out yet. I didn't, well, not last week, but the week before. At the side, our kind of table, tool table at the side, Debbie, you tidied and sorted and cleared that just the other week there. It looks incredible, big difference.
Do you know what? We're all the same, aren't we? You, me and Debbie. You did the same down at Hobby Maker, had a big tidy up. I just couldn't stand it anymore, Craig. It was so bad. It took me 2.5 hours.
Wow. Wow.
It was very, very messy.
Yeah, it's like our tool cupboard at Hobby Maker, Debbie Robinson, she sorted and organised and
and you took us drinks down there, Craig.
yeah, there's a load of, but I have to say, I got two, you know, lovely comments, but saying, well, why does Debbie Robinson get cherry Pepsi and Debbie Fisher gets water? That's what Debbie drinks.
That is what I drink, yeah. It was so kind of you. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me bottle. And I'm a water snob, so I don't mind saying I don't drink water from the tap. I know that's really bad, but I do love bottled water. Yeah, distilled water, as our Jamie would say. Yeah, I'm a bit of a water snob, so yeah, I love that. Yeah, I buy big bottles at home, Craig, and then I just fill up my small bottles to drink out of,
Sometimes we don't even have time to do that when we're in the studio down at Hobby Maker, so that's why I thought, well, I'll just get a load for you, and I know Debbie loves our cherry Pepsi.
That's so nice. I'm down there next Friday, I think. I think I'll be taking over from Debbie Robinson, and she'll be heading up here for the week after that, I think. Right, so we've got all our mats and layers on, and then again, just because it's quite highly coloured and you can see all over, and even look, see, it's quite nice from the back now,
That
so
is
even
nice.
that's quite nice. I've just got a little, again, using those floral creations, just one of my small flowers. And I don't think you need too much on these, so I've just stamped a happy birthday. We're going to put a little flower on there, so let's pop that just there, and then use these ones.
If you got the floral creations, what a great way to team them together.
Yeah, I love it so much. I just think they're just, it's amazing. It's one of those things, Craig, don't you think, like, how have we not done that before? I love the fact that and in fact, I remember having boxes that I used to keep flowers that were already made. You know, when you used to buy pre-done flowers, and just have lots of little rosebuds and flowers and things like that. Now you can make your own, have a little box to put them all in. They're amazing. We will have them on launch party tomorrow, so we can show you them in a bit more detail. But there we go. There's our a little bit different because we've done it with those amazing papers, but another really pretty card.
And have you noticed with a couple of the rockers that Debbie's just done there, do you notice that, yes, the rock, but they stay structured as well?
Yes.
Now, I know it'll depend if you were to really put something heavy on either side, but they stay parallel and ready to rock.
And actually, Craig, it's a really good point, and I not really spoke about that, but when you are doing a card, just like Craig was saying, be mindful of the weight on there, because if you've put weight on more on one side, it will slightly go to one side. So all you need to do is sort of balance it out a little bit more. So because we've put the sentiment there and I put some glue along here, it's just balancing that out really well. So just be mindful, like Craig said, the heaviness on your card.
Perfect, thanks, Debbie. There was a question from Laird Debbie is saying, can I ask, Debbie, are these dies for the cards different from the template library templates?
Yes, they're actually bigger, I believe. So, yeah, they're actually a sort of die version and deckled edge as well, because you wouldn't get that from there. So, and any others that are similar, they are just bigger.
Awesome, thank you so much. Right, we're a couple of minutes away from the end of our live show, this launch day show. We are going to be back just shortly in a couple of hours' time. I'll tell you about that in a moment or two. But here is the last opportunity, at the moment anyway, to see these. They're still going to be on the website. You're going to be able to go back and rewatch this show time and time again, and we will, stock dependent, we will be featuring them as well, within the remaining of this week. But well done to everyone that have grabbed them. I'm not surprised whatsoever how much you guys have absolutely loved and adored these. You love the ideas of just running them through the die cut machine, and you get to do all the decorating. Now, when it comes to these ones, the Showstopper consists of your double-sided stepper card. It's the one that Debbie used just previously. You're getting your opulent side stepper card as well. Not only that, you're also going to be getting your centre stepper card. You're then going to be getting your scalloped stepper or rocker card, all doing the cuts, all doing the scores, and all of these mats and layers that you wouldn't know where to start, what to draw, where to cut, all done for you when it comes to the die forum. You've got your Deco Centre Stepper, you've got your triple stepper card, and then you've also got your Grand Centre Stepper card. That's 7 in total, and I believe at the top of my head there, was it Debbie that you said that's 6 demos that you've done within this one show?
Yes.
That you'll be able to go back. Remember, on YouTube, 24/7, cherry pick what shows you want as well. But that is your Showstopper. Brand new launch, over 40% saving. You're going to then be £140 or $160. When it comes to that over 40% saving, it actually means that you're saving £104.93 or $119.65. It works out that you are buying 6 and then you're going to be getting 1 for free. When it comes to the platinum price, or the price that you'll pay if you join Club Inspire, £112 or $128. That then means the actual saving, what you are saving, is $132.93 or $151.65 on a brand new launch. So it's something that's so useful, that's so versatile, that's going to take all of your new collections and all of your older collections that you maybe feel have become a little bit redundant because you don't know what to do with them. great way to use them. You do have that multi-buy option. If you don't want to go for the Showstopper, you've got 2 for £50 or $60. All the details are on Shop the Day Across on the website .co.uk.com or .eu. Right, before we go, this is of course our launch day, but we're going to be back, Debbie, in a couple of hours with a craft along.
We certainly are. We're going to be making this. Now, obviously, you'll have your own pictures, but this was when we went to Disneyland and My Little Princesses, seeing the princesses themselves. So we're going to do lots of stenciling. We're going to be doing some beautiful stenciling. So I'm laughing because Nicholas said I was such a beautiful princess. Yeah, he absolutely was. So yeah, if you want to do a scrapbook page and you want to learn how to use some of the mediums that we've got in that spring fairy, yeah, do come back and join us at 5.
Awesome. Yes, that's going to be 5 o'clock here in the UK for you guys stateside, 12 p.m. Eastern Time or 9 a.m. Pacific Time. The details out there across on social for you to grab all the bits that you need if you want to be crafting along with myself and Debbie. Thank you so much. You've absolutely loved them, adored them. If they're in your basket, check them out. They're not yours till they're checked out. We'll see you in 2 hours.